Morning, hey everyone, Barry from Hole in One Success. Just getting a little bit of morning practice in on my game in my backyard driving range before I head to the shop a little bit later. And you know, golf's a pretty big game. There's like lots going on. There's short game, there's chipping, there's pitching, there's full swing, there's iron play. There's a lot to work on, and sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming, especially when you're trying to put together a plan. I want to play a little bit better golf, and you start taking lessons, and then you go, okay, well, now what am I going to work on? What am I going to keep doing? And you got to chunk it down. You got to break it down into little pieces. Otherwise, it gets pretty overwhelming. You can't work on everything all at once. There's just too much to do. And many things in life are like that too. Things that you want to accomplish and goals. And in the beginning, they can seem pretty overwhelming, and to the point where you don't even get started, because it's just like, wow, where do I get started? There's so much to do. But if we kind of break it down into little steps, and what my wife Tammy has taught me through the success principles is to chunk things down. You got to decide what you want, then have a goal, and then just get started. But then you got to chunk it down into manageable pieces. Otherwise, it just gets too big and you go nowhere with it, and then you just kind of don't do anything at all. So that's why I got this here too in my backyard. I'll work on my game in little pieces. I'm pretty busy at times in the summertime, and I don't get as much time to go and work on my own game because I'm busy helping other people with their golf, which is great and which is what I really enjoy. So to give me a chance to kind of work on my game too, I've got this set up here, and I can come out here and work on it in little pieces, little chunks, little things at a time, so that I can keep my game going and keep some feel going. And for example, here, right this morning here, I'm just working a little bit on my impact rotation through the golf ball, my hip turn. Sometimes I kind of suffer a little bit with that because of some of my general mobility issues in my back and hips. So I find if I keep moving just a little bit and work on little pieces of it, I find I can keep the overall swing going pretty good. And for me, doing half swings I find to be really important. That really helps me in terms of keeping the swing going and moving, not worrying about making big full swings all the time, but just working on the half swing motion so that I can feel the arms and body in sync, and I can rotate into my lead side, and I can get that hip mobility going and that good feel for what I want to accomplish through the golf ball. Here, I'll just hit a couple here. So I'm just going to do a little swing here and just work on my rotation through the golf ball, so I can feel that motion and through, rather than worrying about making the big full swing. I'll try to get it going here on the half swing first, then I'll worry about the full swing. So work on chunking things down. I think you'll find your progress a lot faster and a lot more fun. And we'll see you again. Have a good one. There we go. If I can find my button.